Yo, what's good? It's Hoops and Brews. We're here. We're back.
You said that's so unenergized.
I don't give a fuck. I'm hungover. God damn it. Off of nothing. So, Pavy's running the show today. Go ahead, Pavy.
As always, man, we back on Hoops and Brews. Got a special guest, my man's Khari. I met you at, I don't even know what Clippers game it was. I know it was just early in the season.
It was super early in the season.
I know Gio was like, from Fantasy Sport K, was like, yo, you remember my homie from Chicago? I'm like, somebody here from Chicago? And then he was like, I'm like, bro, where you from? He was like, 63. I was like, oh my God, it was good, bro, it was good. So get your plug in, tell the people where you from.
Yeah, from Chicago, Illinois, man. I'm from all over the place. Born and raised in Chicago. You know, then we moved to the suburbs. So, and then it was when I from there kind of like moved from different places to places. So it was pretty interesting, you know what I mean? It's always hard to say where I'm from because I done live almost everywhere.
True.
All through the suburbs, Chicago.
So how you get like to California?
How I got to California, honestly, graduated from college in 2017, went to grad school, and then halfway through the semester I had visited LA twice, and like there was just so many people I met like within 4 days. Right. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And I'm like, man, I felt it in my spirit. Like I always had the facts. I just moved straight up in instincts, energy, and things of that nature. And so after the second time I moved, I was like, you know, I felt I'm like, yo, I need to come out here.
All right.
And then I ended up leaving grad school, and then I got a lot of, you know, feedback from that. Like, yo, don't leave grad school. You know what I'm saying? Like, who knows what's gonna make it? But I believed in myself, and I knew I was gonna make something happen. And long story short, moved out here. Best decision of my life. You know, got involved with the NBA, started interviewing the Lakers. You know, started covering the Lakers, the Clippers, the Warriors. Got an opportunity to go to the All-Star game. Just covered the finals, so it was a blessing.
Because I saw through your Instagram that you covered the finals, that you asked Kawhi a couple questions, asked Draymond a couple questions, because I covered the playoffs, so like the Warriors-Clippers series, and just, can you just, I guess, talk about what it was like to cover the finals, just like the media coverage that was there, and just, I guess, give people who don't know what it's like to be behind the scenes at the finals, it's kind of like a view of what it's like to be behind the scenes at the finals.
Absolutely, man. So it's first of all, the intensity is just crazy. You know what I mean? Like, it's always something you got to stay up to date of what's going on. Like, you know, every moment, you know, you got personality stuff going on. You got people that's trying to get the best stories out. You know what I'm saying? So everybody's doing game stories. I like to do feature stories. So I did an article on Draymond. You know, just the energy, the leadership he brings to the table. I did an article on Kevin Durant, just like how the Warriors without him, you know, and things of that nature. So I don't know if you know, but I got that Draymond to speak about, you know, what it's like to be dynasty, and he just like, you know, just living in the moment, and it kind of just like went viral.
That's how they know.
Things like that, man, it's just pretty fun, just coming up with the right questions, because these guys are just thinking about, you know, going through so many different emotions, and you know, you got reporters in it that's trying to, you know, make up fake stories and things of that nature. So, man, you got to try to, I don't know, I took a lot of time just thinking about what kind of question I wanted to ask and how can I really get them a nice response from these players.
Yeah, because I feel like people don't really realize that, like a lot of people who watch our show and stuff like that don't really realize that there's so much that goes into a basketball game than just to play on the court. And, you know, I mean, you've been in locker rooms, I've been in locker rooms. I mean, did you play sports in high school?
I didn't play in high school, but I always played. Like, I wasn't like on a team, but I was always, you know,
so it's so much that goes into just a locker room and just all of that. And I feel like in the NBA Finals, at least just from what I've seen from everybody, there's so much more going on besides the like game, and that I really didn't even realize until this year. Maybe because of me being more involved with that world and me meeting people who are in that world, following them and seeing, like, there's so much more that goes into it than just the game. Like, they play the game, the next 2 days they have appearances in other places. I don't know if it's mandatory, but they have appearances in, like, other places. There's the practices, there's the, you know, like, every press conference is televised, as opposed to during the season or even in the playoffs, it's not necessarily like that. But every press conference is televised. There's just so much that goes into just the finals and even playing one finals game.
Absolutely, man. Like you just said, like a lot of stuff goes on behind the scenes. Like I don't know if y'all saw, but the Warriors just opened up a recreational center out there.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, man, it was pretty dope. And Draymond and a few players had showed up, and I think just them having a NBA Finals game and they still going to show the community events. That said a lot about like Draymond's character, about the Warriors. organization. Adam Silver was there. I got to ask him a question.
I saw that.
Man, I'm like, damn, that's crazy. It kind of just gave me a glimpse of where I'm going to go.
It's like, yo, I just talked to Adam Silver, whole last commissioner
of the league. He took a picture, bro. That's crazy. Right.
That's Adam Silver. Nah, I would say, like, the first time I got that feeling was when Jerry West walked past me. I was like, yo, Jerry West just walked right past me, bro. This is Jerry fucking West. That, and when I asked Steve Kerr a question, I mean, we all from Chicago. I mean, I'm assuming we all grew up in kind of like the same like era. We all know of Bulls and everything like that. Like Steve Kerr was like, yo, I'm talking to Steve Kerr right now, bro. Like I grew up watching Steve Kerr play basketball. I'm talking to Steve. I remember my grandma like screaming when Steve Kerr made the shot in Game 6 in '97. Like I'm talking to you right now. So like, nah, I feel you with Adam Silver thing. Like, yo, I'm asking Adam Silver a fucking question.
But I don't know. I just kind of I look at it from a different perspective though. You know what I'm saying? Like now I'm in the game. It's like I know everything possible and I know where I'm supposed to be, and it's like I know who I am. It's like, yeah, he's right here, but I'm coming for that spot, so I'm finna be right up here with you. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what capacity, but I'm gonna be in this lane. You know what I'm saying? So that just gave me a glimpse of like, okay, if he told me he liked my question, because everybody was so focused on the whole situation with the owner had hit Kyle Lowry.
Oh yeah.
So all the reporters asking about that.
Yeah.
But I ended up asking them, so how do you feel like kids gonna be impacted by this recreation center y'all just opened? And then it was another question I asked him. I said, well, so what about the Basketball Africa League? Like, what are some thoughts about that? What are some initiatives going forward with that? And then he just like, man, afterwards he told me thank you for your answer.
Yeah, because I mean, it's probably really annoying because obviously like the Lowry thing happened, so everybody's like searching for like some type of quote.
But it wasn't the right time though. Yeah. Why is y'all asking that?
Yeah, at when like somebody's opening the youth center, like ask something about.
They just did something powerful. They brought the whole city out. They brought the president, the mayor, all them out. Draymond's there.
Yeah. So he would ask me about Lowry.
He like, come on.
This is not the right time. I'm sure there would be another time you could ask me about Lowry. This is not let's stay focused.
I was annoyed because I'm like, man, y'all blowing him. He ain't gonna want to talk to me. I'm like, damn, man. Y'all blow him his vibe, blow him my vibe.
Word. But the first thing I did want to talk about was Rich Paul. That NCAA rule that says what you have to have like a college degree,
a bachelor's degree
to be able to. For one, when I read it, like I felt as an African American, like as somebody who's breaking into a space that we weren't necessarily as in trained to do. Like I didn't go to school to be like a journalist. It's just something that like we built the platform, and we kept going, and we were blessed enough to be able to break into that lane. I felt the way about it. It's like, what if somebody say like, oh, you can't do this unless you get a college degree or something like that? And it's like that has nothing to do with how good you can do your job. Clearly, Rich Paul does his job very well. Like I think they were probably mad like the Darius Bazley situation, but at the same time, he did his job. He did his job very, very well, and I felt the way about that. And I just felt that like that was just one kind of racist. I feel like that was racist, one, and two, just very disrespectful and geared really at one person. I can't really think back to a time which I've seen.
I disagree with that notion, but I feel you.
Why do you disagree?
Because it's not geared at one person. It could be geared at Uncle Dennis. It could be geared at anybody that want to come in and try to control these players in their youth and become, as the leagues or the whatever organizations call them, like pseudo agents or whatever. It was not just for Rich Paul. It's just he happens to be the biggest name in the space and the guy that's making the most noise. But it's other people. They just want to decentivize the future Rich Pauls. Like, don't get out of line. Now, that part about it is racist. It's like, don't get out of line, boy. But like, it's not about him. It's about everybody going for it. Everybody
right now.
Everybody who friend want to come up that want to be an agent that don't feel like he want to come and work under a sports agent and go, because like you gotta, in order to be an agent, you gotta go through the agent training program and all that other stuff and stuff like that. I don't think it's specifically about Rich Paul. I think he might have been the catalyst, but I think it's more of like, okay, we saw what the league was dealing with Kawhi, his family situation. We see Rich Paul, he got $750 million worth of contracts. Like, this is, we get the people that support the players are starting to become stronger than the people that have built these systems and entities. So they like, fuck that. This is our system. This is our entity. We don't give a shit about you. Go get a college degree. But it's bullshit. It's 100% bullshit. Like the first agent probably didn't have a fucking college degree. The first agent was just somebody that made the shit up. Was like, you know what? You need somebody that's not your business manager that can just help you find and close deals. And you're like, you know what? I'm gonna call myself your agent. Fucking old Hollywood in the 30s and 40s. You think some guy walking around me like, yeah, I got my college bachelor's degree and now I'm an agent. Like, hell no. The NCAA on bullshit, but that's also why their product is terrible. And I haven't partaken in really being any part of it, and with the exception of watching the college tournament. But I don't watch college sports. College athletics to me are amateur sports, terribly run amateur sports. It's just people have affinities for their own school or their own brand or whatever. It's just gangs, but just everywhere, and they call them universities. And you want to go and you want to support your gang's basketball team, and that's what that. And that,
if you got the money,
and if you got the money to give them, you got to
so much goes on behind.
Yeah, exactly.
It just goes so much that goes on behind the scenes. I just want to take it back real quick. Just people who think you got to get a degree in anything, man. Stop being so naive, man. Like honestly, and stop being simple-minded. I really been want to say that for a while. Stop being simple-minded. I remember when I told some people close to me, like, yo, I'm about to, leave school, because I was, I ain't crazy.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, if I felt something in my spirit that's telling me, man, bro, you should go to leave grad school to move to LA. You know what I'm saying? Don't think that I'm tripping. Like, oh, you feel me? Like, I would have never had these opportunities that I have now. Life changing opportunities. If I didn't just, walk on my, what I felt. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but that's just another thing, obstacles they want to put in our way. You know, regarding back to the.
It's bullshit though, but I'm sure he's smart enough and he got enough money to do what he want to do, and like, and I saw some reports saying he gearing up to sue him, whatever. There is an antitrust lawsuit in there, like 100% You cannot specifically target one demographic of people that are running a business, that are official businessmen, because you want to keep this trust among your thing and not allow any other outside entities in. So I think he should sue the fuck out of him. I think if every player...
Is that what he's supposed to do?
Yes, so, supposedly that's what... I saw an article that was saying that he was planning to sue the NCAA for antitrust law violations or whatever. But it's also like, fuck the NCAA. If I'm him, keep your rules. I'm just gonna take all your guys and I'm gonna move them elsewhere. You got a problem? I'll take all your biggest stars and have them go overseas. And then fuck you. What you gonna do about it now? You can't do shit. If I'm talking to all of these guys and I go the same way your bullshit college coaches go and sit in Pavy's parents' living room and say, we got Pavy. Pavy's a star. Pavy's our guy. And then 3 years out into Pavy's college education, he get a deal to go to another school for $10 million. Like, well, I'm sorry, ma'am. I gotta been proven better in my life. It's like, if I'm Rich Paul, okay. Fuck you. You want to play those games? All of the biggest guys. I rep all of the biggest guys. You don't want to go to college. You don't want to rip through your shoes. You don't want to bust your shoe open like Zion. You don't want to risk your career.
Do you want a leading endorsement deal and shoe before you even touch an NBA court? Rock with me.
Man,
like RJ Hampton. I think he has the leading deal, and I think they're working on his signature shoe right now as he's playing in Australia.
Yeah.
If I'm him, there are other places to go. And
even he can just get his young agents to go do the work. You feel me? They get degrees or whatever. He still get a big chunk of it. That's what I was thinking he was gonna do. And I would laugh though. If I was him, I'd be happy. I wouldn't be upset. I'm like, okay, then y'all.
I'd be mad as fuck.
Yeah, I'd be mad.
I understand.
If I'm him, I'm like, who the fuck do you think you are? Do you know who I represent?
LeBron.
I represent LeBron fucking James.
But I'm saying though,
this man got a lifetime contract
with Nike.
Who the fuck do you think you are? No, I ain't gotta send my underlings. Who the fuck do you think you are?
I represent LeBron James.
I represent LeBron James.
Not
top
just anybody.
5 most recognizable
humans,
athletes in the history of athletics.
He's probably top 25 most recognizable human beings on planet Earth.
Right now?
Yeah.
No, he's probably top 5.
I just said top 25.
If you saw LeBron James in person, you know who that motherfucker is. Big 6'11" dark skinned motherfucker with a wave cap on. You're like, it's LeBron. Like, oh shit. Like, you know what I mean? You know who LeBron is. Same way you know who Steph Curry is. Like, who the fuck? If I'm him, who the fuck do you think you are?
That you can just.
Yeah. I ain't gotta go get my underlings. I can, but fuck you.
I want to do it myself.
I'm going still be in them houses. sitting to them parents. Oh, you need $50,000? Okay, perfect. I'll get you your $50,000. Don't go to Clemson. Come and I'll get you your little $50,000 endorsement. I'm gonna set them up with all of my guys, the same ones that work with LeBron and his trainers. We get them an endorsement, have them work out for a year, have them go play overseas, do well in the thing, get them in the draft.
Get you a shoe deal, get you in the draft.
Stop that. They like we refuse to have to deal with a LeVar Ball or a Rich Paul in the future. But guess what? Now that they've opened Pandora's box, you ain't never closing that box again. And these players already get treated like shit, and they want to get paid. It's not. They're never gonna win this war.
That and the fact that
and that's why I say Rich Paul, he can come up with another strategic move. That's why I would laugh. Okay, watch what I do next. If he's smart, I'd be like, okay. I wouldn't be that upset. I'd be like, okay, y'all really feel like I'm a threat? Wait till what I do next. I know it's a way you can get around that.
But that's also
why can't or he can just go take the test. But what if you go take it and pass? Then
you have to take a test in order to be certified as an agent. They're saying that beyond the agent program, you gotta get a college degree and you gotta be associated with some organ. Why should I gotta go? I'm fucking worth $75 million.
To do that
no,
shit.
not even that. I have $750 million worth of contracts. That means at minimum I'm making $75 million off them contracts. Who the fuck do you think you want to tell me $75 million that I gotta go to college to get a degree to help them make more money? I got $750 million in contract. Kiss my ass. Like, I'm him, fuck y'all. Like, if I'm him, I'm like, alright, okay.
That's what I'm
alright, you think it's sweet? Cool. We ain't going around nothing. We ain't gotta go dig under no tunnels. We ain't gotta go around. We ain't gotta collude. I'm gonna take y'all ass to court and you got money, I got money.
But also with the way the world is now, I don't even think these college athletes need the NCAA. Like 20 years ago, I felt like you needed them. Now you don't. You can go to Europe. You can go to so many different leagues.
That's gonna be the wave now.
And like with the way the internet is, there's so much coverage. So you can be in Australia and still be a star in America because there's so much coverage.
I don't know about that, but
look, these high school kids.
I think we'll see when LaMelo goes to Australia this year to play.
I mean, he still having supporters like on social media.
Exactly, like Melo has like.
But he's an anomaly though. We talking about the everyday guy.
But listen though, look. When we're talking about these guys signing agents, we're really talking about like the top 25 people of like the ESPN like top 100. We're not talking about the 75 ranked player. We're talking about the very elite 1 through 10, 1 through maybe 25. These people all have a following from Ball is Life, from all these highlight cards. Like they all have a following from this. So if you're talking about some kid who has like 200, 300,000, 400,000 Instagram followers already, I feel like it's not that difficult and out of the box to still be a star if you go overseas because you already have a following and people know you already.
I agree.
So I don't think that, and I think that 10, 15, 20 years ago when the internet wasn't the same, like really the only people who had a following that I can remember growing up was like a real following growing up. Sebastian Telfair, but he had the documentary, LeBron James, and Melo, but I feel like a lot of Melo's following came because he played LeBron in high school and then went to Syracuse and then won that ring.
Yep.
But other than that, I mean, Felipe Lopez early in like the 90s, but I feel like that was more like a New York thing.
So now it's a different wave.
And now it's a different wave.
Everybody got that massive exposure.
Exactly.
Like everybody got their own audience because of social media.
Exactly.
Now. So, but my thing is, I really do feel like the wave is about to be where players are going overseas now. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, what if Rich Paul gets someone out of high school, sends him overseas, he still can sign him, right?
Still can sign, yeah.
Over a year, y'all same deal. So I feel like that's a strategy that he possibly can do.
Yeah, I think the literally the best thing that ever happened to the black athlete was LeVar Ball being born. Because it literally showed all of these guys, regardless of how you feel about him or his family, all of his children have extremely, with the exception of LiAngelo, but obviously Jello just did some stupid ass shit. You gotta be a fucking idiot to be a millionaire and go and steal some fucking sunglasses from Louis Vuitton like they not watching you from the moment you walk in. You light skinned motherfucker.
You are African Americans in China. First of all, it's like 20 of y'all in the whole goddamn country. Why did you think you can get away with that?
He was trying to fit in, bro. That's all it was. Trying to fit in with the cool guys.
You could have had your brother
he tried to fit in, and now he's out.
You could have had your brother send you some money, and you could have bought them same exact sunglasses.
No, he even said he had the money to buy the shit.
So what the fuck?
He was trying to be cool, man.
That's that middle child shit.
It's kid shit, but it's kid shit, but still, like, but the best thing he ever did was being like, okay, all you guys got, even pulling LaMelo out of high school, be mad at him, but like, if I got 3 million followers and a Lamborghini and I'm going to high school, G, fuck high school.
I can't go to high school, really.
This is like sending Justin Bieber to high school and being like, have fun. Like, everywhere I go, everybody want to mob me. They want to do this. Zoe was a star from the time he was 14. Melo been a star since he was.
I would say Zoe. I would say Zoe was a star from the time he was 16.
Zoe was a star in California.
16.
Since he was 14.
16.
And the rest of them kids since 16. They was like 12.
No. I think Zoe was a star since his junior year. Melo been a star since his freshman year.
Melo been a star since he was 12, bro. Stop that.
We're
not talking about on the basketball court.
Melo gonna be the best one.
Stop talking about the basketball court. He been a star since he was 12.
Let's talk about that.
People just like this.
He's been a star since he was a kid.
That's actually, you know what?
So LeVar showing all these guys like, all right, yeah, it might not go as smoothly as you want, but you just learn and reiterate and become better from what I did.
Yeah.
And even guys like Rich Paul, like, you can still hate on the things that he's done, but there's going to be somebody else that's going to come along that's going to be better and reiterate and create a new evolution of what he did, which is the biggest reason why if I'm Rich Paul, I'm not angry like, oh, I'm finna go on a smear campaign for the NCAA, but it's like, no, I'm not angry, but trust me, I'm finna throw the most fucking measured attack that they've ever seen, so that way anybody else, any other entity, including the NBA, if you ever think you can get out of line with me when I got all your top guys, you'll think twice next time. Because the NCAA, what they say, measure twice, cut once.
Yeah. They
cut wrong. You cut at the wrong person. That's like going and putting in a rule to piss off WME. Why the fuck you gonna piss off WME when they got most of the contracts? You keep them on your good side. You keep the agents that have already been clamoring to get to these players before they get to you on your good side, so that way they don't just circumvent you because they don't need you no more. They don't need you no more. They legit don't. You do not need an agent if you a hooper. If you a hooper, and everybody like, yo, this motherfucker might be top 15. What you need to go to college for? Get you an agent, train, don't blow out your knees.
But switching gears, because you said LaMelo's gonna be the best one. So, what do you think LaMelo's ceiling is, and what do you expect from LaMelo Ball? And where do you think he might get drafted at projecting into next year?
I think he's gonna be top 20 next year. You know, a lot of people were saying he might be like top 5, but I think he's gonna be top 20.
Yeah.
And I actually talked to Harrison Gaines. He's going overseas. Before they even separated, I talked to Harrison Gaines. And
who was Harrison Gaines?
That was his old agent.
Okay.
Yeah, that old agent.
True.
And he told me he was going overseas because he's not eligible to play in NCAA. But they was trying to work it out, but it didn't. But anyway, I think he's going to be the best one. Look how long he is. Look how smooth his game is. Honestly, I really think he's going to be the best one. He can score, he can shoot the ball, and he can pass. So I definitely think he's going to be the best one. And since he played overseas professionally, I like where his game is going to develop. But he just played in the Drew League. You know, and that's really – I was trying to see how is he going to play against some real hoopers. And I saw him in the Drew League. I'm like, yeah, I think he's going to be a solid player.
I think LaMelo – I think his game best fits the NBA. I think that when you get there, because the NBA is a very free game. So it's other people who, you know, like even Luka said it's easy to score there. So it's like Luka, the way he look overseas ain't the way he look in the NBA because there's just more freedom. Like the NBA, the one thing that they do that I wish the WNBA would do just from being there all the time is like give guards more freedom. And I think that's what the NBA does. Like most guards when they come to the league, like Russ in college wasn't the Russ you saw in the NBA. D Rose, even like D Rose, yeah, he was athletic, but the D Rose you saw in college wasn't the D Rose you saw in the NBA. Brandon Jennings, when he was overseas, wasn't what he was when he scored 56 is fourth game in the league. So I feel like the fact that they give guards so much freedom and he's so creative, I think that he already plays a very NBA style game, and his body just needs to fill out at this point. Once his body fills out, I think he'll be. And he has his brother to look at his brother's mistakes, look at these things, and he has Zoe in the household, and I think Zoe still has potential to be an all-star.
That's what I said too. I 100% agree.
I'm not writing off Lonzo. I think that if Lonzo can just get healthy, I think he's still, especially playing in New Orleans, when you got Jackson Hayes, you got Zion, you still got Ingram with you got Redick there, you got Hart there, Drew there, you got guys there. And
JJ Redick went over there?
Yep. Redick. So you got So I think that he still had a chance to become an all-star. So even just having that in the household, having somebody to call and just ask about, yo, what should I do? What should I not do? And I feel like Zoe knows the business side of basketball better than what most 21, 22-year-olds would know the business side of basketball.
I mean, yeah, he just got raped for a couple $1 million. I
couldn't believe it like that.
Like, look, he got money stolen from him and he got traded.
And then dealing with all that controversy.
Dealing with all of that,
and he even got personal issues.
But like,
mama all over the internet and shit.
So I feel like if anybody knows the business side of basketball at 21, 22 years old, I think it's Lonzo Ball.
Yeah, Lonzo Ball.
So I think that there's something. I mean, you even saw like Melo, like commenting on his thing, like thanks for saving us, something like that. I feel like if anybody knows the bit,
Melo comment on what?
Lonzo's post went, I think after they left Harrison, like, yo, thanks for saving us or something like that.
Yeah.
Oh.
Something like that, like it's just something like that. So I think that
cut ties from everybody, basically.
Yeah, and with Lonzo having a child this early, it's like, yo, I gotta care about more than just me. I don't have kids, but I'm from everybody I talk to when they have kids, it's like, yo, you really realize there's a whole nother life that I gotta that my decisions depend on. So I feel like nobody can better school him to just the business side of basketball than Lonzo. And to have that in your household, I think is great. And I think LaMelo's going to be good. Now, granted, one of my homies thinks LaMelo's going to be like the best player in the league. I don't know about all that. I don't know about how good he's going to be.
He's got to relax.
Yeah, I don't know about how good he's going to be, but I do think LaMelo is a legit pro who has, and once his body fills out, he'll be a lot, better.
Go ahead.
No, yeah, I mean, I think, LeVar been saying since he was 12 that LaMelo going to be the best one, so I don't disagree with him. I'm not a fan of his shot motion.
His shot motion is God.
I'm not a fan of his shot motion, but if it's gonna go in, I'm not upset at it. I'm not. And also, as you see guys like Kuz and different things where like they have shot motions, little tweaks and hitches in their shot where they're working to get those out. That's fine. Put him with a couple NBA train. It's not his shot. Not like Zoe's. You know what I mean? His is more of a straight push. It's more of like a straight push. Like you got to reframe Lonzo's whole thing because he's going up and over. LaMelo's is just like pushing, probably pushing because his whole life he's been playing with kids is way bigger than him and stronger than him. So in those times, he probably had to push the ball out more to get it up and over the rim. And now that he's older, he just got the same shot motion. So they'll fix it. They'll bring his elbows in, have his follow through be a little bit better.
I feel like
and
LaMelo
as long as he keep his head on, he'll be all right.
Watch a lot of Steph's shot motion because Steph actually really has a push shot. Like his shot is a push shot. I feel like he learned how to shoot.
He's just fast.
He's just fast. I feel like he learned how to shoot when he was very, very skinny and still probably couldn't he's probably like 5'5" and couldn't he had to push it to really get the ball up. I think actually LaMelo should watch a lot of Steph and the way he shoots the ball because I agree with you. Like Lonzo's shot motion is fucked. It comes from here. Melo, it's not that bad. It just looks very ugly.
Yeah. And just so y'all know, there's somebody in the building's fire alarm is going off.
What the hell is that?
It's like I hate these motherfuckers.
Yeah,
I'm not even gonna lie.
That sound like they cooking.
Yeah, feel free if you want to drink as many beers as you want. I saw you look at it. Grab another one. But I'm cool.
I'm chilling. Man.
I'm chilling right now.
I'm just vibing, man.
I'm chilling, bro. I can't believe that shit.
A lot of basketball talk, man. Honestly, like I said, I think Melo gonna be the best one. He's gonna be a great scorer. I'm excited about this USA basketball team, man.
Are you really excited? The words you want to use about
I'm
USA
excited.
basketball.
Everybody underestimate them. At the end of the day, they're NBA players, but they're going to be fine. They're going to surprise a lot of people.
Now look, I will say this: there was a scrimmage that happened 2 days ago. I didn't even know it was happening, but I came home one night. I was like, oh, shit, it was a scrimmage. I watched it. I'm like, you know what? We're gonna be all right. I love the way Swiper is looking, which is De'Aaron Fox. Kuzma looked like a different player. Tatum is there. Remember, Lowry's still going to be on the team, but he's hurt. That's veteran leadership. I love the fact they got Tucker there. Kemba's probably going to end up being a star of the team, I would assume. Yeah. Probably. But
I don't know. He wasn't really doing all that. Because of leadership, he might beat him. But he was really getting beat up a little bit. I saw him hit a shot and it kind of went off the backboard. So I don't know. I really
Team USA about to get wiped off the map.
I'm telling you, I don't think so.
Derek White, Kemba Walker, Miles Turner, PJ Tucker, Jason Tatum, Marcus Smart, Mason Plumlee, Donovan Mitchell, Chris Middleton, Kyle Lowry, Brooke Lopez, Kuzma, and Joe Harris.
It's not bad. It's really look. I was thinking about it.
They might as well just put the amateurs back in there.
Honestly, look, it's time for a new era of USA basketball. If you remember,
honestly, and these are all guys that are trying to get to the next level. Every year I've watched USA basketball since I was young. Every time they went to the next level, because they already got the motion, they've been playing a lot. They're gonna come in. They're gonna have a phenomenal season. That's what I feel. That's what I believe.
That and the fact of I feel like the USA basketball has pretty much been kind of like the same guys since 2008. Since the Redeem team has been at least the same guys rumored in or pretty much taking part in it, or at least we in 2020 now. Even since 2012, still kind of the same general group of guys, that same general class. I think it was time for some new blood, and I like the way we look. Now I think the first game is against Spain. I don't know how that's gonna go, but I don't know who is on the Spain team.
You like the way they look? What, in a scrimmage?
Yeah.
And that's not even the whole team. Everybody's people are about to be cut. Players about to get cut.
Even this roster I'm looking at is unimpressive. This is the most
Popovich
constructed team
I've
ever
seen. That's the unique thing about it. I think Fox is going to be a star. I think Jason Tatum is going to make the team. He's going to be pretty good. Donovan Mitchell, he's going to have to be. I feel like he's going to have to play a leadership role. And people
who following Donovan Mitchell? Why?
Because he's a young leader. They went to the playoffs. He's a young player. He went to the playoffs.
I would rather you said Jason
Tatum. He really
had
a huge issue with Donovan Mitchell.
He's not that good to me.
He does not rock with Donovan Mitchell.
He's literally a 6'3" AI that can't shoot.
Why did he lead a team to a playoffs? Though?
He didn't lead that team to the playoffs. That team led that team to the playoffs.
He's the leader, right?
No.
He's the leader of the team. Now he has Mike Conley.
He's the leader of the team only because he's the only one on the team that they let shoot the ball. Mike Conley is
need to shoot the ball.
Mike Conley is the leader of that team now.
But
because they didn't have a leader.
Mike Conley is shaping Donovan Mitchell now. He knows Donovan Mitchell's team, but he's going to shape him.
No, bro. I'm sorry. Donovan Mitchell is probably the most overrated player in the NBA to me. I'm not joking. He's the most overrated player. He's the most overrated player in the NBA to me. So I'm not saying he's bad.
Did you see him beat Russell Westbrook in the playoffs last year?
Wait. I watched that game 6 earlier today. Paul George was losing his goddamn mind in that game. That man had more turnovers than points. Don't put that all on Russ. Russ was out there hooping. Don't put that all on Russ. Don't put that all on Russ. No, I woke up this morning. They had Jazz Day on NBA TV. I was watching that game. I was watching it.
So man, Paul George's fault.
It was it's not his fault, but it was a huge part of it.
But one Mitchell Mitchell embarrassed Russell Westbrook.
I mean, Mitchell was embarrassing everybody. The shit he was doing is you couldn't stop that. Russ did have 44 in that game. We forget.
So how is he overrated though? So you're saying Westbrook's overrated?
He had one good game. Well, he probably tell me what he shot in that series and how many shots a game he took.
He can't be worrying about his efficiency.
I don't care. You asked me why I don't think he that good. That's why.
But who was it going to shoot the ball on?
You have a lot more guys to shoot the ball now in Utah. Watch when he take a step back and he not who y'all think he was.
So he not going to average 20?
Hell no, he's not averaging 20. I don't think
average
he might average 18 or 19.
He's going to average 20.
No, he's not, bro.
Average 20.
He's not. No, not for USA. It's for Utah.
Okay,
he's not going to average.
No, they got other guys on the team that can score now. They got other people on the team that can score now. Literally, the only reason why he was doing what he was doing because you could let him go out there and jack up 22 shots a night as a rookie.
Okay, real quick.
Conley can score. Who else? What's the name of the small forward that they added? Bogdanovich can score. Those are two guys that are gonna come in and give you on a consistent night 14 to 15 shots a night. Them shots would have been going to Joe Ingles. Fuck out of here. No. When Donovan Mitchell regresses this year, remember I've been telling y'all for a minute he ain't that good. He's not that good.
He's going to have his easiest time scoring at his ass since he's been in the NBA.
No.
Why wouldn't he? Because you got more people to shoot the ball. Why wouldn't he?
Why wouldn't he? Because his whole game is predicated off him dribbling the ball and shooting the ball.
He can catch and shoot. And also he's still going to have...
When you seen this man catch and shoot?
A lot. And also, he's still going to have opportunities to dribble the ball. If I need a bucket, who else am I going to besides Donovan? If I really need a bucket in the clutch, who am I going to besides Donovan?
And that's the reason why everybody who predicted them to get to the Western Conference Finals, they're not getting to the Western Conference Finals.
Nah, I could agree with you.
They're not getting to the
I don't know about all that.
When the best option on your team is a 22-year-old that got to jack up 20 shots a night to get 22 points. They're not going nowhere with that. I'm sorry. Y'all can be mad about it. I don't care. He's not that good to me. He is supremely overrated.
I'm not mad.
And he
I'm shocked.
He is a good player that was put in a small market on a team with literally no scores and only defense. The point guard before he came there, or the main primary ball handler, was George Hill before he got there.
Hey, George Hill was hooping that. You don't do that.
So
Why do you think George Hill was hooping? Because he was the only one that had the goddamn ball in his hands.
Why do you predict he's going to regress this year?
Huh? Why? Because there's other people on the team that are going to take the ball away from him.
So he's going to be an average player this year. Just an average player.
He been an average player. He ain't been above average player to me. He ain't been above average to me. What's above? Like literally,
he just don't rock
22 points on 20 shots a night is above average.
But G, like what?
22 points on 20 shots is above average.
Shoot the ball. He's not in a position where he can be efficient.
You asked me why I felt. I'm telling you why.
I'm telling
Stop
you,
asking
he's
me.
not in a situation where he can be efficient.
You asking me why I'm thinking he gonna do what he doing next year, and I'm telling you because he was taking 20 shots a night and giving you 22 points a game. He got other people on the team that's gonna come and that's gonna take at least 5 of them shots away from him a night. It's not happening. So when he dropped down to 16, 17 shots a night and he give you 19 points on 17 shots, remember that.
How many? Let's do our Googles.
Remember that.
How many shots?
And tell me what the man shot. What the man's shooting percentage was.
His first year took 17.2. Last year basically took 20. He shot 43%, 43%. So 43% from the field both years, and 34 his rookie year and 36 his second year. Not bad.
Unimpressive.
That's Harden numbers.
Harden is 6'5" and got hella weight on him. And one of the craziest.
This motherfucker like 6'3".
6'3". 6'3" ain't 6'5".
Hey,
Harden not really 6'5".
He's not really 6'3".
What?
Yeah, exactly. What, 6'1"?
6 feet, bro.
Stop. Okay, then. Even more to my point. No. And when he fall off, remember I've been telling y'all this from the start. He is a good player. He's a good player. That is where it ends. Everybody talks about him as if he's in a conversation with the great players.
Who does that?
A lot of people. The man got his own signature shoe. He ain't that goddamn good.
Yeah, I don't know.
He does.
He ain't that goddamn good.
I'm not putting him in a category.
Wait.
I feel like I'm saying he's
he
on the
ain't
rise.
better than Mike Conley.
Okay.
I'm not saying.
And Mike Conley is just a very good player. He's not better than
for
Mike
shits and
Conley.
giggles, for jokes. Who is the worst player with their own signature shoe?
Donovan Mitchell.
Ever?
Donovan Mitchell.
Ever, G.
Donovan Mitchell.
Ever.
Donovan Mitchell.
Vin Baker had a signature shoe.
Donovan Mitchell.
Vin Baker was a full-time All-Star.
Exactly. Donovan Mitchell not going to make an All-Star team.
Ever. I mean,
No.
he probably won't because he's in the West.
No. He also playing on the team with Mike Conley, who ain't never made an All-Star team because he playing in the West of your guard. He's never going to make it. Because depending on how Luka want to start classifying himself to try to get into that starting lineup in the All-Star game, if Luka's decide like, you know what, I might have an easier time getting in at the guard than I do at the 4, at the 3 or the 4, because I could probably get in over like a Westbrook if I have a great year in Dallas, or over Dame Lillard if I have a great year in Dallas. Donovan, they know.
That's a bad example. Not Dame Lillard. Don't say Dame Lillard.
No, I say Dame Lillard. I mean, we got to look like if the All-Star game is 50% fans. Luka was top 5 in fan voter last year, and was still giving you 21, 7, and I think what 5 or 6 assists a game.
I didn't know that.
Rondo has a signature shoe.
Still better than Donovan Mitchell. All-Star champion. Stop it. No, Donovan Mitchell is. I will throw this fucking chair across this room.
Matthew Dellavedova is the worst for the signature shoe. Delly got a signature shoe.
In what country?
Australia.
I don't want to hear that shit, man.
He got a signature shoe.
That's like telling me Andrew Bogut got a shoe.
He got a signature shoe.
I mean, that's probably blowing up. It's probably blowing up over there in Australia.
It probably is with Pete.
He's probably like a god over
with
there.
Pete.
Down under. Look,
that's his shoes. They sell for $122 in Australia.
I fuck with them. Shout out to the delis.
They probably the Jordans over there.
They probably are. The
Jordans over there.
The delis.
Is that what they call the delis?
The delis. Deli ones.
Look. If it ain't Li Ning, Reebok, Adidas, or Puma, it don't count.
Peak on 2K though, G.
Huh?
Peak is on 2K.
You signed your player to Peak in for endorsement.
How much
deal?
they paying?
I'm talking about on 2K.
Clay signed to Peak?
No, Clay signed to Li Ning. Same shoe company. Yes, he is. Clay and D Wade on Li Ning. Li Ning just gave Clay a new contract for like $60 million.
No, Clay is on Anta.
No. Answer.
But it was some players that was on.
I'm sorry. If it ain't Li Ning, Anta, Nike, Converse, Puma, or Adidas, I don't want to hear that. That ain't no signature shoe. We could go and we could design you a shoe from a small brand. That don't mean you had your own signature shoe. That just means you decided to put out a shoe, G. And the man is in Australia. You want to say Delhi? Fine. Delhi and Donovan Mitchell got the worst. No.
Nah, G,
yes. Keep looking. It's fine with me.
50 best.
He's overrated. And when you see it, just remember I've been telling y'all this for 2 years.
50
from the start.
I'm going to check it out.
Because I said it once he went to Utah. I'm like, yo, he going to have to take a bunch of
classics,
shots.
By the way, the first Melo Jordans are classic.
Oh, yeah.
The first Melo Jordans
I was a young
are classic.
Everybody was trash.
No, you're wild.
Everybody
was trying to get them.
Them
The
shits was
first
trash.
them shits are classic.
And they're trash.
Okay,
as we look back,
if
we wouldn't win today.
The Melo ones
they
not
retro
trash.
them, you gonna buy them?
Yeah. Them shits decent, bro.
I'm not buying
with
no
shorts?
I'm not buying no retro Melos.
With some shorts, these ain't decent, bro.
I'd rather buy some Team Jordans.
Not the fucking T-Max. These bitches trash. The T-Max has some weak ass shoes.
I mean, of course, but T-Mac was...
Stop it. Don't do this. He don't fuck with T-Mac either.
I don't. Overrated. Supremely overrated. Can't even get you out the first round.
Yeah, I don't mess. I'm a Kobe.
But he's supposed to be on Kobe level.
That's ridiculous.
Kobe coughed and got out of the first round. Oh shit! I'm in the second round.
He was for 3 years.
Huh?
He was for 3 years.
No, he wasn't.
Yes, he was.
He was never better than Kobe. You on
3 years.
You on that booger
Wait,
sugar.
these were Jason Kidd shoes. The Zoom Flight 5s. These was Kidd shoes. Didn't know that. It's fire. Zoe has signature shoes. I'm literally trying to see who the worst player with signature shoes is. I'm like.
In the playoffs, Donovan Mitchell, 21.3 field goal attempts, 23.5 points. Last year, last year, Donovan Mitchell literally took more shots a game than he averaged points. He took 20.9 shots a game last year in the playoffs, and the man literally averaged 20 points. No, not hard.
Yeah,
so if you telling me Team USA is dope because they got Donovan Mitchell,
I'm not saying
they finna get their ass smacked by Spain or somebody on accident.
Look,
Swiper better than Donovan Mitchell.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. We still got to name all the players on the team.
I looked up Spain's roster. Spain might smoke us. They got Rudy Fernandez. If you don't know who Rudy Fernandez is, cut this shit off. They got Willie Hernangomez, Juan Hernangomez, Ricky Rubio, and Marcus Ho. They might give us work.
Let's remember who the coaches are though.
All right, it's what
Greg Popovich.
Greg Pop. Is it Coach K?
No, Coach K. No, he's like assistant or something. He's like
he's overseeing it. Him and Colangelo overseeing it.
So what? Pop the coach?
It's Pop.
Pop is the coach, and Van Gundy does the junior.
And Jason Kidd is over there as well.
Yeah, but no, I'm sorry. Even looking at this USA team,
they're gonna have to be a defensive team. They're gonna be fine.
Harrison Barnes is on this team.
He's gonna be cut.
Jaylen Brown is on this team.
Cut.
Brooke Lopez is on this team. We're not. No.
They're going to be a defensive team.
This is the least hard USA basketball team.
It is debatable.
Since the
that's why
this is the least hard USA men's basketball team since they stopped letting amateurs play.
Debatable. 04 was not hard.
They lost.
04 would beat the shit out of this team.
No, they wouldn't.
Absolutely. Come on now.
Who's the starting lineup on this team?
Like Lamar Odom, Richard Jefferson, Tim Duncan, and Allen Iverson.
Tim Duncan better than everybody on this team by himself.
No, they will kill. Now, come on now.
Melo and
your starting lineup for this team is probably going to be Kemba Walker at point guard, Middleton shooting guard, Tatum at the 3 guard.
Tatum off the bench. You probably go with Kemba and Lowry. Then Middleton.
Smoke season.
It's not smoke season.
What if they be smoke season? They're gonna be a defensive unit.
We ain't gonna even keep the NBA or the FIBA title.
I'm saying they're NBA players, but not because they're superstars. They're not superstars, so they can't win.
No.
What if they play together? They're NBA players.
The superstars sometimes in these FIBA things be having a hard time keeping up with these Spain teams.
That's true. That is true.
Sometimes, some games you like, why is Serbia randomly giving them work?
Right.
And you like,
Serbia got decent people.
You telling me Kemba Walker and Kyle Lowry is gonna lead us to a championship?
We gonna be alright.
No, we not.
We gonna be decent.
One guy is 5'11" and the other guy is listed at 6'1".
I got faith, 5'11". Bro. We gonna be decent. Look,
Kyle Lowry a true 6'1".
Hell no.
Kemba Walker, you ever seen Kemba Walker before?
Yeah.
True
Kemba
6'1".
Walker not 6'1". I seen
Kemba Walker probably my height.
Kim Walker is your height. I seen Kim Walker outside the high.
How
Kim
tall
Walker
are you?
is not tall.
I'm 6'2", but he's not nowhere near. He's shorter than me.
You taller than Donovan Mitchell?
I'm definitely taller than Donovan Mitchell. What I'm saying is, they got buckets. They gonna get buckets though, man. They finna kill this.
Y'all saw one scrimmage and lost y'all mind. Y'all wildin'.
I'm just thinking about who on the team, and I'm thinking about the coaches. That's what I'm looking at.
Look, I love Pop, but Pop can't go out there and play against Serbia for himself. I got mad respect to Pop. Shout out to Pop, but Pop can't go out there and play against Serbia
You know
himself.
all the Giannis brothers on Greece? Like all of them playing for
Hey,
Greece?
did you see the highlights?
Of what, Greece?
Yeah, Giannis highlights.
Nah, Giannis played?
Yeah, they was
real?
killing, man. It was
I'm finna Google him.
Man, watch that, man. He
Oh,
was
for real?
Yeah, it was cheating, man. It was just cheating, man. He was just.
They better hope they don't play Greece.
That's what I was.
Giannis gonna dunk all over America.
Yeah,
They play Hungary?
Yeah,
They did
man.
play Hungary.
It was just
This
cheating.
man Giannis had the free throw line in the thing, G. Shit got free throw line.
In the
free throw line in the thing.
video.
That's hilarious.
Nah, this is last year. This ain't.
Yeah.
Nah, just put up.
Nah. That's right. They do the things wrong overseas. Not wrong, but they do them differently overseas. It's definitely this
Man,
year.
Giannis was stepping through.
Talking about the dates or something.
Yeah,
He was
dates.
stepping through like 3 people and then dunking. I'm like, yeah, ain't nobody beating him.
I'm glad that Giannis is the ultimate big brother, cause basically Giannis is gonna do what Lonzo couldn't do, and that's strong arm the league into taking his brothers. Cause somebody like, yo, we need to sign Giannis, so maybe we should just sign one of his weak ass little brothers and pray in 2 years they say such great things about our organization. Giannis want to come. Like, can you imagine if LeBron fucking retires and Giannis comes in 2 years and it's like Giannis and AD? If it's like Giannis and AD and Bron, like, you know what I mean?
Block
like,
me.
What? Stop it. You don't even like Giannis like that. You're disrespectful.
No, I didn't say that. I said Giannis has go potential. He
You're
just needs to
disrespectful.
evolve his game more. God damn, Giannis.
He got go potential?
Yeah,
Easily. He's 24 with
Giannis.
MVP already.
Look at this shit.
When LeBron won his first MVP? 24?
Look at this.
Bro.
God damn, Giannis, what did you do? God damn, son. What you on with that, man?
Who you thought, who you thought you were?
Giannis is like a guy. He gonna
Fuck
be like,
uh,
out of here.
Giannis is gonna be like the new Melo for.
Don't disrespect Giannis
Come on,
like
G.
that.
Come on, G.
I'm saying that for USA, for Team USA.
Giannis wake up. Okay, I was about to say Giannis like Kobe wake up and cough and get past the first round. Giannis wake up and cough and be better than he wake up and cough and be better than Melo. Actually, that's the name of this episode. Giannis gonna be the new Melo. People gonna be like, huh? Wow. But all right, what Western Conference, Eastern Conference? Who your teams next year?
First of all, real quick before we do this, who are your favorite teams in the league? Obviously, you probably gonna say Bulls because Chicago.
I'm not gonna say Bulls.
Okay, my guy. Because I don't really,
I grew up a Lakers fan. Never been in Los Angeles in my life. I grew up strictly a Lakers fan, but only reason I was a Bulls fan is because Derrick Rose was there. But
my guy.
So okay, the West, I got the Clippers. I got the Clippers taking it all. Clippers is gonna be my team to watch. I'm not really big on the Lakers right now.
I agree. I'm not either. He is, but I'm not.
The Lakers are not gonna do anything. Trust me. They washed up, man. LeBron is, he's Father Time.
No,
AD is gonna be.
I've been saying that.
AD
I've been saying that
is
for 2 years.
AD is gonna play 55 games.
Come on, G.
AD is gonna play 55 games.
He played like
He's
70 last year.
Come on, G.
He gonna be alright.
Okay, like 70.
He gonna be alright as long as JaVale McGee stay away from his knees.
Okay, right.
You see,
that was Steph's fault.
I don't give a shit.
That was Steph's fault. What are you doing?
If you
that was his first
if
fucking
you
game.
JaVale, why are you flopping all on the floor
that was his
in Atlanta?
first game back against fucking Atlanta. Get the fuck out the paint. You do not need to rebound today, Steph.
Like I said, you better hope that JaVale watch out for AD's knees and ankles and hands, because you're gonna be some freak ass accident against like fucking Memphis.
Right.
And Jaren Jackson gonna smack his shit and he gonna fall out of bounds on AD or some shit, and we're gonna be like, come on, JaVale, what's wrong with you?
So I like to pick my personal team that's gonna be exciting to watch. I don't care about rankings or whatever. So I like the Lakers. I'm excited to see the Pelicans. I feel like they're gonna do well. I want to see how Devin Booker does this season. And
Lonzo Ball, most improved player next year. 15, 9, and 7 rebounds a game. Remember I said it.
He called it. I really think the Lakers gave up too early on Lonzo Ball, and it's gonna be the same thing they did like they did with D'Lo.
Yeah.
He's gonna emerge as a great player, but in his own unique way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I agree.
Okay, the East. I'm excited to see what Brooklyn does.
I'm not. They are.
I want to see Derrick Rose.
I don't dislike Kyrie. He's just not a good leader, but I feel you.
Yeah, he's not a good leader at all. But I want to see them together. Yeah, I should have said for 2021.
No. I feel you wanting to. I do want to see what they gonna look like, but I don't think he's a good leader.
I don't think he's a bad leader.
He's not a good leader at all.
I just think that last year was a very tough situation to lead.
He's a crybaby.
I think last year was a tough situation to lead in.
Every time something go wrong, he crying in the media or posting about the third out. He kicked the bottle cap. He man, look.
What the hell is that?
No, but seriously, every time something wrong with the man, he want to cry about it. That's why him and LeBron was spent their whole time in Cleveland trading shots over Instagram or Twitter. As Kyrie posted his third eye emoji.
I just think that there was so many. It was a very unprecedented situation which he came into this year. Like, you've never seen a team who you take two of the guys that's supposed to be the superstars, take them off, and that team still goes to the conference finals. And then these guys are coming up for contracts. Then you want to insert those superstars back into the fold until everybody else calm down. I don't really know how you even lead in that situation.
Easy, be a leader.
How, G?
Rally around your guys. Make sure that your guys, regardless of what the organization say, your guys are like, yo, I love playing with that guy.
But me loving playing with this guy might have me making $20 million less next year. Let's keep it G.
If you're talking about Terry Rozier, who gives a fuck?
Lot. That's one. Even though, even still, Tatum and Brown, right?
Tatum and Brown ain't in contract years.
No, but look, Brown is.
They was on the way to
exactly.
top.
So
you take. They was really on the way.
So you
Tatum
take the ball in my.
Tatum was.
No, so you take the ball out of my hands, and you take shots out of my hands, and actually Brown, even though he wasn't in a contract year, I guarantee you, if he would have came out last year killing, he would have got a contract. He would have got that extension this summer, like Simmons did.
Jaylen Brown is a dark-skinned Brian Shaw. That play a little bit of defense. He a dark-skinned Brian Shaw that play a little bit of defense. He's not gonna be that hard. Tatum, if you was gonna tell me Tatum gonna be the guy, I'm cool with that.
No,
but Jaylen Brown having issues, sit your ass down.
Jaylen Brown fell off hard.
Learn how to make open shots. Jaylen, I still do not remember seeing that man make an open shot.
Because you don't have a ball like that. You touching the ball once every 4 or 5 possessions.
When you're open, make the goddamn shot. Then you get the ball more.
How did he get invited to the USA team though? Of what? Like, how did he get invited?
He was the only one that could come.
That's probably part of the reason.
Kuzma on Twitter every day talking about he on Team USA. That man on the bench.
He was.
That man on the bench. That man dunking in scrimmages, but he on the bench.
See, I was like, damn.
That man said, I think I could be the third star. He can't even be the third star on Team USA.
He might get cut.
Kuz ain't getting cut, G.
He might get cut, bro.
They ain't cut Kuz.
Bro, I saw the highlights, bro. Did you watch the highlights?
I seen them.
Kuz wasn't one really looking like that out there.
Yeah, Kuz get cut. That's not wavy. Kuz can't be out here.
That's what I'm saying. He cannot get cut.
He can't be out here getting cut.
He the only one they kept, and they gonna cut that man.
Does Kuz have a Nike deal?
If I hope they don't go off politics.
Because if Kuz have a Nike deal, he probably be straight.
I don't think he got a Nike deal.
I don't think he got no Nike deal.
It's
all these guys on this team, Nike guys.
For the most part, like usually the Team USA. Nah, yeah, he got a Nike deal. He already been wearing Kobe's. He'll be alright. Usually, like Team USA.
So because he got a Nike deal, that means he gonna stay on the team.
No, literally, like look at Team USA. For the most part, most of the athletes they pick are Nike athletes.
Donovan Mitchell ain't got no Nike deal. He staying?
I mean, it's gonna be like very few.
He gonna stay,
but it'll be like 1 or 2 that like don't have a Nike deal.
Kuzma might get cut. All I'm saying is Kuzma might get cut, bro. He was not looking all that. Honestly, he was going up the court passing. He hit that one layup off the cut. I don't know. He wasn't really looking that good already.
Kuz hit one layup.
Yeah, one layup, and he almost missed it. If you look it up, he almost missed it.
They got Joe Harris on the team, but Kuz might get cut.
Yeah, Joe Harris going to.
You gotta keep Joe Harris.
Yeah, who else gonna shoot?
What?
Who else on the team gonna shoot?
Joe can shoot, G. You gotta keep Joe.
You have no other shooting on this team but Chris Middleton. And
are they gonna
be in the playoffs?
Hey, y'all might not like him, but I really do like Mason Plumlee.
I'm fine with him. He's a good bench guy. You want to put him off the bench? Cool. He's going to come play with energy.
Yeah.
You get White America
involved. You
involved.
need Plumlee and PJ Tucker. Like, those are guys you need. Tuck.
Who's going to be their bucket getter, though? That's what I'm thinking. Is it going to be Fox?
Kimber and Fox. And Tatum.
So with that team right there leading it, y'all don't think they're going to go nowhere?
Nah, they might. I think they're going to get out the first couple rounds. They're not going to win the championship.
They'll be fine.
Wow.
Donovan Mitchell gonna brick the shit out of some 3 ball at the end of one game versus like Greece or some shit randomly, and Giannis gonna come down on the other side and jump over Kemba Walker and dunk that motherfucker, and it's gonna be over. And I'm gonna be like, I told y'all, that's your guy. Donovan Mitchell gonna be taking 20 shots in FIBA. Why?
He's not gonna take 20 shots at FIBA. G. There's no way you can take. It's impossible to take 20 shots at FIBA.
Fox is gonna take 20. Kimber and Fox probably
20 G, 20 in FIBA. It's impossible to take 20 shots at FIBA. 20 G, 20. I don't even think Brown was taking 20 shots at FIBA. I don't even think Kobe took 20 shots at FIBA.
That one game, that last championship game,
Against Spain, he needed to.
Kobe was going crazy.
He needed to. Actually, Kobe got Dwight Howard dunked on him. I'll never forgive Kobe for that. Remember when like Rudy Fernandez yammed Dwight in the championship game? That was Kobe's fault.
Why Kobe didn't help?
Like Kobe let him go past him, and like Dwight just turned around
because he thought Dwight was paying attention. That's
and
why
Dwight turned around and was like, "Oh shit!" And then like
that's why he didn't like the white ass. Because he wasn't paying attention. Why are you not paying attention to what's going on? He let him go past because
he let him go past, and then like he got rolled up on,
shit.
and he got rolls up on and got jammed on. I'll never forget that. I watched that happen. And what was it, 2008? I watched that happen. But because I feel like we talk about the West Conference a lot on this show. We haven't talked about the East. Like if you could see,
nobody in the East is winning the championship.
They're not, but I still think
except for the Bucks, but only if Giannis hit another level.
The Bucks are going to the finals.
Only if Giannis hit another level though. He got to hit well, actually, I'd take that back. If Giannis hits another level and Embiid can just stay on the goddamn floor, they will be okay.
Embiid.
Yes, a healthy the 76ers were a healthy Joel Embiid last year in the playoffs away from possibly being in the finals. Because I think they could have beat the Bucks.
They could have beat the Bucks.
I think they could have beat the Bucks.
They could have beat the Bucks.
But I think Embiid, if he gonna be out there on one knee and he gonna be shitting on himself for a whole week straight, there ain't shit you can do about it. I mean, he out there looking like me. Fucking hungover. At first, I thought the first thing, I'm like, he must have had a hangover. I'm like, nah, man, this motherfucker still been shitting on himself. I'm like, God damn, man. If you not at the game, you on the toilet. Damn, no wonder that man was crying. He's like, I gave my all. I literally gave my all.
I gave my all, and we lost.
To the game and the toilet, and we lost, G. On a lucky bounce.
I gave my all, and we lost.
That's a fact.
Nah, I'm with you. I feel like the Bucks and the Sixers, maybe the Pacers.
I'm not too big on the Sixers, man. They're not all that to me.
The only thing about the Sixers, they lost shooting. They gained defense, but they did lose shooting. Which I would have preferred them keeping Redick amongst all the other moves they made.
Damn, Bagley was
Redick was a free agent, right?
Bagley just left team. Bagley left Team USA too.
Really?
Bagley Come on. Why Bagley?
Why did they say?
I don't know. His decision was revealed Sunday, 2 days before he was to report to camp in El Segundo, California.
Mixtape.
I mean, these guys are.
You're like, why does nobody want to play?
Because they're so focused on the season, which is cool, but they don't understand that's an amazing experience you can get. And these guys are obviously, I don't think they're students of the game.
Fair.
Because you know what I'm saying? Because you know how, if you look at the history of NBA, of USA basketball, majority of the players have went to rose to that next level. Every time they got back.
Nah, even Chuck. I mean, when 92, come back the next year, 92, 93, when he went to Phoenix and MVP season. And Chuck was arguably the best player on the Dream Team.
That's one of the reasons why, Anthony Davis, who he is today, he played with that USA team, full of great players. And then, honestly, you go into the league so refreshed. I understand why, why the top players did.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
They did that.
They did it. You know what I'm saying? Got things to think about. They got their futures, trying to be ready halfway through the season. But these young guys didn't take that opportunity and do it.
I know what Lowry did. Lowry trying to, stamp his Hall of Fame resume. Lowry's a Hall of Famer, by the way.
He don't need to stamp it. I mean, once he won,
he got in Toronto.
No, he don't. No, he don't. What is he, like a 6-time All-Star? Something like that?
4 or 5. I think
4-time All-Star champion. He's Hall of Famer.
He's going to the Hall of Fame.
He's Hall of Famer.
And they got that championship. Yeah, they love him over there.
The
fans got mad at me when I said Fred VanVleet was better than him. I'm in the stands. I'm like, we talking. I'm like, yeah, Fred VanVleet.
I mean, now, yeah.
They was mad as hell. They wanted to fight me.
I don't think he's better than him, but even still, prime Kyle Lowry was still decent. They couldn't win, but he was still decent. He still can give you 20 to 22 and give you 7-8 assists a night. That's a Hall of Fame level player to me.
He is.
Because he had to evolve his game. He's low key. Kyle Lowry low key has had 3 or 4 iterations of his game.
Nah, people don't remember. Memphis Kyle Lowry when he was a little bit chunky and wasn't in shape yet. And then Rockets Kyle Lowry, he came to Toronto and became a whole different player. Yeah, totally different player.
I low key forgot he was on the Rockets. That's how long ago that was.
He was on Memphis.
I remember him being on Memphis.
I remember when he was at Villanova in college. I remember all that.
He won a chip.
No, I don't think he won a chip to Villanova.
He was a star over there at Villanova?
He was a star at Villanova, but he ain't win no because Villanova I don't think won one until recently. Like what they won in the 80s, and then they won one recently. I think they were like the AFC in like the 80s with Ed Pinkley or whatever his name is. And then they won one recently. But didn't they go back to back recently? Yeah, and then that's what happened with Nova. But Eastern Conference, what I mean, I think Indiana can still be good depending on how Oladipo looks when he comes. Nah, bro, depending on how Oladipo looks when he comes back. They did pick up Brogdon. They still got Miles.
Great pickup.
If Oladipo, they got T.J. Warren. So, like, Indiana's going to have a say in things, I personally think.
I'm talking about championship. Who has a win?
Indiana had as much say in things as Utah does.
You know what I'm saying? Like, who has a chance to go to the finals? Or
I think Indiana got a real chance to win no matchup.
I'm surprised you ain't picking your man Kyrie to get to the finals.
Finals, no. I think they'll be a good team, though.
So you think Indiana's better than Brooklyn right now? They don't have nobody. Got Miles Turner. Oladipo.
I think they're about equal. Unless LeVert and Dinwiddie can take that next step. Now, we got to remember, earlier in the season, before LeVert we thought bro career was over with the injury, with the dislocated foot, LeVert was the one being talked about for being an all-star. It wasn't D'Lo. It was LeVert. So if LeVert can take that next step and bring his average to like 21, 22, and Dinwiddie can take that next step to like 6th man of the year conversation, then maybe. But I don't think it's on Kyrie. I think it's on LeVert and Spencer to get better. And, I mean, I still think the Knicks will win 50 games. But I just like, it's tough though because I think you can see a situation where almost, remember that year in the West in which everybody won 50 games, even like Phoenix won and didn't make the playoffs. Mm-hmm. I think the West might be like that next year.
No, it's gonna be like that for sure.
I think the West might be like that next year. It was almost like
that last year.
Yeah, like I think the West might be a year in which everybody pretty much wins 50 games. So that means the East gets beat up on a lot, but there's one probably dominant team that may be like the Bucks that might end up winning like 57 or something like that.
And don't underestimate Toronto as well. Toronto still might be good.
I agree, because we got to remember, OG was hurt throughout the playoffs. Like, OG didn't play throughout the playoffs. That's definitely, I mean, even before Kawhi came there, people in Toronto was talking about OG was going to be a star. I didn't necessarily agree with that.
And I believe, what's the African name?
Siakam.
Siakam's going to be a star.
Siakam just part of the halfback dive crew to me right now. But you know who Siakam reminds me a lot of? Early Scottie Pippen. He reminds me a lot of Scottie Pippen. Like, I feel like right now he's best in transition, but when he works on his in-between game, like, he just needs a mid-range jumper. Because sometimes it's like, if he can't run to the rim or shoot an open three, he don't really know necessarily what to do.
Yeah, he just play hard. He just go out there and play hard.
Right now, he go out there, I'm going to play harder than you, and I'm going to get like 19 points. But if he adds some skill to his game, I'm with you.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I believe he's going to work on this year, you know. But I think the Bucks is gonna come out the East. You know what I mean? Like, they're gonna come out the East. That's what I believe. I'm not sure yet who's gonna compete with them.
I have a trade for the Bucks though. If Bledsoe isn't playing well mid-season, I think they should go get Chris Paul.
I don't like Chris Paul, man.
Why you don't rock Chris Paul? Why you don't rock Chris Paul?
I don't like his attitude.
Why you don't rock Chris Paul?
I'm gonna be quiet. I'm gonna let somebody else get one off.
Why you don't rock with Chris Paul?
Because I don't like his attitude in the locker room. You know what I'm saying? Like he because you obviously y'all know he's like the president of the
basketball association.
Yeah, so I've heard that he tries to sun the guys in the locker room. Like, you know what I'm saying, if you work it, just say for example you had a bad game, you know, you're a grown man, he'll go over there and tell you the same thing that you already know. I heard he gets guys traded, you know, he just got this mentality where I feel like I'm better than you, and
he ain't.
Right. And
most overrated player in NBA history.
Yeah, he's trash, bro.
Him and Donovan Mitchell right in the same group.
He's trash, bro. He's trash, bro.
That's why he's not going to say nothing. He's not going to cause controversy by being on OKC, because, you know, he's on his last leg. Yeah. James Harden called him out. James Harden said, "You can't even get past your man. Why am I even talking?"
He did say you can't get past your man.
He can't. I've been saying that for years.
He cannot get past his man.
I've been saying it for years. He's been hiding behind people playing against good players.
I mean, even in like the Warriors series when he had the ISO on Clay, I'm like, they should have low key gave Austin Rivers the ball. Like some of the ISOs that like Chris Paul had should have went to Austin Rivers. At this point in time, when we talking about just isolation basketball, who can get you a bucket? I actually think Austin Rivers has more of a capability to get you a bucket. For one, he's quicker and he's 6'4" than Chris Paul, who's probably, I haven't seen him in person, but Chris Paul is probably like 6 feet.
No.
Maybe 6 feet?
No, he's like 5'10".
Even worse. He's like 5'10". And
probably
lost a step.
Probably shorter. He's short. He's like short.
And lost a step. So I think Austin Rivers should have got some isolation.
He just well connected with the in the politics with the NBA. That's why he got his deal like that. That's why he's still on the team.
I mean, he ain't that connected. He in Oklahoma City now.
Right. Yeah, he can't.
I mean, he still got his money.
He's not gonna cause no problems because he knows he still got money coming. And he's not gonna go out there and be like, or they gonna mellow his ass.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think he care about being mellow, to be honest.
He got his money.
It's over. He never get into the finals ever. I think he knows that. He had his opportunities. A little hammy point, pop, and then they choked last year and laid an egg when they should have just literally Kevin Durant ain't even out there. How you don't win that game? I don't care what nobody say. I will never ever forgive James Harden for not winning at least one of them series. Because they had every opportunity. They were up in both of them, so it ain't no excuses for him.
Because James Harden doesn't know how to win basketball games.
And neither does Chris Paul.
He thinks these guys think it's okay just to hold the ball. Like, that's not how Kobe played. That's not how Mike played. They never just came down and just shot the ball. Like, yeah, Kobe took a lot of shots. These guys dribble for like 2 minutes before they want to score. You know what I'm saying? Like they dribble the ball too much. That's not how you play basketball. You got to play through a system. But like everybody's not engaged mentally.
Yeah. Because even Kobe, you see that clip of him talking to his camp when he was like, you see, I guess he saw some people like, you see all of that? That's not what you need to be doing. What you need to be doing is working on coming around picks and screens and working on your footwork. That's how you become a great scorer. And I was like, thank you, Kobe. I appreciate the Mamba Academy. Let's counteract some of this all day long. I'm sick of seeing it.
Sick
of seeing it. You complain. He complained about Steph Curry threes. I got complaints about all day long.
I don't have an issue with the way Harden plays. My thing is like
not getting everybody involved.
Listen,
he doesn't get anybody involved.
He used to though. No, he used to though. When he was averaging 11, 12 assists, he was.
Look. I don't think the system is the issue in Houston. I think the players are the issue. Steph Curry had 2 points at halftime. How the fuck are you tied at the half? That's on y'all. Steph Curry, or not Steph Curry, the system, I talk about it all the time. There was a 3-on-1 break in the third quarter. They was up 9 or 8. There was a 3-on-1 break. Out of this 3-on-1 break, it was Eric Gordon, PJ Tucker, and Gerald Green. The system strongly advises against mid-range jumpers. How the fuck does a 3-on-1 break lead to Gerald Green shooting a mid-range jumper and missing? That's not the system. That's you. Even with Harden, I didn't have an issue with the way he played in Game 6. Besides the fact you shoot 87% from the free throw line. In this game, you shoot 57%. And you lose by 6 points. You miss 6 free throws and lose by 6 points. That's the shit that's wrong with Houston. It's up here. It ain't got nothing to do with the
everybody's
it's up here.
Exactly, because they're not involved. They're mentally out of the game. They're not even together right now because you can't play like that. I know as a basketball player myself, I don't have energy if I run up and down the court, I'm not touching the ball. That's why Kobe gets everybody involved first. Like, if you watch the Lakers back in the day when Kobe was playing, it was games where he got everybody involved, make sure everybody touched the ball. I know I'm gonna get 30 easily. Let me give about 7, 8 assists real quick. Make sure everybody touching the ball so everybody can mentally engage on the court. Everybody get energy to go rebound. Everybody get energy to play defense. If you Eric Gordon, you Chris Paul, that's why Chris Paul got annoyed. I'm just sitting in the corner like this, waiting all day. It's like I don't have no energy to play. I'm mentally gone because I'm not touching the ball.
But also, what can Chris Paul do if he's not holding the ball?
Not a damn thing.
Shit.
But
not a damn thing.
As a team, I'm talking about as a team.
I mean, yeah, but that's the system. But the only other player that was really holding and dribbling the ball was Chris Paul.
That's why they can't play together. I thought it was a bad idea. James Harden came off an MVP season. Then they brought Chris Paul over. They had just switched. Y'all remember?
Yeah,
that?
How you gonna beat the Warriors? If Daryl Morey obsesses over beating the Warriors, James Harden by himself ain't gonna beat the Warriors. He couldn't even beat the Warriors.
They thought about bringing Chris Paul though. Bringing on Chris Paul, they thought it was gonna change. So question:
what do you think about Russell Westbrook being in there?
I think they're gonna get buckets, bro. I think they're gonna get buckets together. Honestly, I think it's gonna be buckets. Honestly.
I personally think, look, I've said this all summer. On paper,
it looks
you
good.
got to play the games, but on paper, this is the best backcourt you ever seen. You have never seen 2 MVPs in one backcourt still in somewhat of their respective primes. Like, to me, I think that Russ is the one guy who can check Harden. Like, Russ can walk up to Harden like, yo, you fucking up. For one, they've played together since they were 8 years old in LA, 18 years old, and I'm counting on that because more about basketball is, do you like this person?
James really didn't like Chris Paul.
Because people don't realize, like, bro, you spend so much time with these people. Like, you go in the locker room, you take flights with them. So you have to like this human being as literally just a human being. So for the fact that Harden and Russ seem to know each other, seem to be friends already, and they might feel like they have some unfinished business with OKC. They might feel like, you know what, maybe if we didn't trade you, who knows what we could have became. So I'm counting on the fact that they've played with each other since they were 8 years old, and the fact that low-key the Rockets have an issue rebounding sometimes because they play so small. If Russ is the guy who can go out there and give you 10 rebounds, I'm assuming that pretty much helps their rebounding. Also, we talk about can't get past a man. Yeah, Russ can't necessarily shoot, but if you talk about who can get past a man, Russ can get past his man. Also, Russ has never played with this many shooters before ever. Even when he was playing with OKC, they always try to have like some 3-and-D like shooting guard that really wasn't a 3-and-D guard. Like they had Thabo,
Roberson,
they had Roberson, they had guys they had the guys like that couldn't shoot the ball
at all.
Now you playing with, I mean, even Tuck shoots better than Roberson and Thabo.
No, yeah, Tucker was hitting some shots.
Now you got Gordon, you got Austin out there, Harden who can catch and shoot. You got, so I think this Rockets team could really win. Like, I think the Rockets team could win the West. Honestly, I think they could really in the regular season, barring injury, win the West. I don't think it'll be that much of a transitional period for them because again, I think the fact that they know each other, they've hooped together before.
Yeah, I think that's because it had to sit with me for some while. I couldn't just answer that question right off. Right, initially I'm like, it's not gonna work, but after gradually hitting different perspectives and then thinking about what you just said, the relationships they have, I think it's gonna work out. Harden's not gonna care about letting his boy, his close man, shoot about
his friend.
You know what I'm saying? Shoot 4 shots in a row, possibly. You know what I'm saying, or something like that. If that was to happen, and the same thing with Harden. You know what I mean? But I think it's heavily going to rely on Westbrook's mentality. But I think just because it's his boy, he's going to be cool with
exactly.
him.
That's the only thing. It's like as long as Westbrook comes in and realizes like, yo, I'm coming to your team and let me fall in line with what y'all got going on. But again, I think that he'll be able to do that because that's his homie. It's deeper than basketball. He probably know Russ' mama and Russ probably know his mama. That shit permeates way deeper than basketball.
But they both gonna have to change their game stats. That's what I'm still worried about to see.
Okay, what do you think they have to change about their games?
They cannot be dribbling that ball like that. Go create a system. It's up to D'Antoni too. Create a system where these guys are just swinging the ball, cutting through, making plays. Yeah, you can get a place to them, but stop holding the ball, man. That's dumb. Y'all can't do that.
I don't think they. But
that's what they do. What you mean?
Nah, look, I don't think that. Even when I look at the team, only people I think need to really dribble the ball is Russ, Austin Rivers, Eric Gordon, and Harden.
What I'm saying is that's cool, but don't be holding it. Don't just sit there and hold it.
That's fair.
Like Melo did.
That's fair.
That's what messed them up. Both of them do that. You know what I mean? So
Melo it's just been over for Melo too. That's like we've been saying go home Melo for the past 2 years, and Melo still is not trying to stay.
They're not trying to go home.
I'm actually writing an article. Okay, I get that. You know what I'm saying, but don't do him the way that Daryl Morey did. How he just told him.
Let's talk about Melo then.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like,
let's talk
about Melo.
I know, but what I'm saying, I'm coming from a different perspective though. I'm saying don't do him the way that Daryl Morey did. That was wrong.
He's still making $25 million a year.
Nah, but don't do me like that, G. Like, look, I was even watching Melo highlights on the Rockets like 2 days ago. It wasn't that bad.
It wasn't that bad.
It wasn't that bad, G. People have you out here thinking Melo was god awful with the Rockets.
That's what I'm saying.
It wasn't that bad.
That's what I'm saying.
Melo could have been on that basketball team, bro. Melo could have been on that team, G. It was not that bad, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
It wasn't that bad.
They released him after he came off 28 points.
G, they had fucking Clark out there. I don't even know his first name. They had Clark out there. They picked up Daniel House.
Who was it?
I fuck with Daniel House. I think Daniel House has potential to be a very good basketball player. But you're not going to tell me Daniel House on the team and Melo can't be on the team, G. It wasn't that bad, bro. The games in which granted, it was just a highlight compilation. It wasn't no defense in there. But from what I remember,
it was not defense
because he played like such a short time. It was like 14 games.
10 games.
But from what I remember, G, it was not that bad, G. Melo wasn't that bad with that team, bro. I feel like what they did was they started off struggling, and then they just, Melo's the new guy, so it's easy to put everything on Melo and blame Melo.
He was a scapegoat. But Melo, did y'all watch the interview with Stephen A?
I watched, yeah.
He was basically saying it was deeper than basketball. He was basically saying like they planned this out before the season even started. And then he went to Chris Paul and asked him, That's why, because Melo know how Chris Paul is.
But what are they plotting though? We gonna get Melo and we gonna play him, and if it don't work, we gonna cut him.
They're gonna give him 10 games. That's what they were saying.
I'm cool with that. You got a shot.
See, come on,
you can't do that to Melo.
It's not our fault.
That,
other people didn't give you a shot after we gave you a shot.
But he wasn't bad.
Because OKC didn't want you. They clearly didn't want him. So they was gonna cut him either way. The only reason why they traded him was so that way they could cut him.
But he wasn't that bad though.
Because he got traded to the Hawks, right? Then the Hawks cut him. Then he signed with Houston, right?
But it wasn't that bad though. That's the thing. It wasn't that bad, bro.
That's your opinion.
It wasn't that bad, bro.
They don't want him on the team. They don't want him on the team.
That's fucked up, man.
They didn't have to sign him in the first place.
Why they gonna do it after 10 games though?
I'm saying
for what he did for basketball.
So what if it was 30 games?
Let him play the season. Don't not play him at least. Just don't play him. Don't cut him. Don't just cut the man.
Yes.
Not Carmelo. He's look what he did for the league.
We don't care about that. That was what have you done for me lately? That's what basketball is. That's what all professional sport. What have you done for me lately?
You gonna do me after it's Carmelo though. You gonna
I don't.
What? I'm saying you gonna cut this man after 10 games. Like he said, it wasn't even that bad though. You making him a scapegoat.
It wasn't that bad, G.
You gonna make him a scapegoat?
It wasn't. How was he the scapegoat?
Because they got off to a slow start.
I wouldn't blame that on Melo.
They got off to a slow start.
You gonna blame it on Melo?
I wasn't blaming that on Melo.
So why would they?
But I was saying the whole time, why did they sign Melo? He not gonna work.
They were still trash out. They were still gonna do no better.
Yeah, but they shouldn't have signed him in the first place. He shouldn't have played last year because they didn't need him.
He shouldn't have played last year. He should have.
Literally,
So the
only other option he had was not getting signed.
So he should have retired. No, I know. I think the Lakers were an option for real.
The Lakers,
but he just decided.
The Lakers were an option. They still an option, and they ain't signed him yet. It's not happening.
No more. Because why I need him now?
Why did you need him then?
They needed to score off the bench.
No, Melo wasn't the answer. Melo mid-range jumpers ain't making nobody on the Lakers better.
It ain't gotta make nobody better. It's about scoring. Fuck, making you coming off the bench. Why make you better?
We got backwood bees to come off the bench before he got into it and got ousted to come off and give us some buckets.
Did you see Backwood? Like, look, I rock with Backwood.
Who?
Michael Beasley. We just called bro back.
Melo also shot 40% from the field last year.
Beasley to Melo?
Melo also shot 40% from the field last year. 32%
I'm saying,
from three.
You comparing Beasley to Melo?
68% from the free throw line.
Melo, the best Melo that ever shot is 47.
But I'm saying, if he was playing with LeBron,
40 good?
LeBron wouldn't have had Melo right.
I agree with that too.
Like playing,
how do you define right?
As far as like setting up, getting solid shots. Melo not gonna be on that
LeBron
bullshit.
couldn't get nobody else on the Lakers shots
because
last
they
year.
was trash.
No, because LeBron was trash last year.
He was.
LeBron was trash last year.
He wasn't trash.
Y'all, his sympathizers just don't want to admit he was garbage last year. He gave you everybody. Look at his numbers. He had better numbers than he had as MVP. He was still trash.
I'm saying, LeBron gonna get his numbers, but as far as like leadership and his effectiveness, he was trash.
Yeah, and that's what are you going to LeBron for?
He was toxic in the locker room.
He wasn't toxic.
I was in the locker room. He was toxic.
Okay.
How was he toxic?
Yeah,
because he was doing all that.
Lakers
media,
reporter. How was LeBron James
because
toxic?
he was doing all that media stuff. He was bringing drama to the locker. Trying to get everybody traded. And then, he's talking to other reporters one-on-one and getting all loud, and everybody over there getting dressed and just being quiet because LeBron's over there talking to the reporter all mad. That's like killing the energy in the locker room.
So what do you mean? He was being loud?
Like, he was talking about different things that happened, but he was being loud, like, yeah, this is that's why I don't want this person, or I don't want this. These people, they don't even know me in here.
Who's he saying that to?
He was talking to, who was he talking to? One of them, Rachel Nichols.
Oh, I can believe it.
I can believe that.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna leave whatever. I'm gonna leave what I was about to say off of Hoops and Brews. But yes, continue.
Yeah. So and then getting everybody traded though. These guys, the Lakers were trying to bring up Bi, Lonzo. Then LeBron gets there, makes it. LeBron gets there to unite everybody, help everybody better. Then it don't work out. So now you want to get these guys traded.
So LeBron basically made the locker room awkward last year, basically.
Yeah, that's why Bi don't like LeBron. All that he made it toxic.
Oh, Bi don't like LeBron.
Nah,
I didn't know Bi didn't like LeBron.
I'm saying, did y'all didn't see Bi looking him off last year?
I mean,
in certain games, he was looking them off like, because LeBron doing this, he looking me off.
You see where Bi is.
I did too.
You see where he is in the bayou.
Right. So that's my point exactly.
I personally appreciated that though, especially in the Boston game when he looked around. That showed me some shit. Like, nah, fuck Bron, I got it. I thought that was a big moment in the ball. Like I thought that was gonna be a turning point in the season when they looked that man off and still won the game.
It's also B.I. fault for thinking that for some dumbass reason that was gonna be his team once you sign LeBron. Once we sign LeBron, sit your ass down and fall in line.
I don't think.
And if I'm LeBron, fall in line.
I don't think.
No, seriously.
I think
that's what it boiled down to. LeBron can tell y'all to fall in line. Kyrie can't tell Tatum and Jaylen Brown to fall in line. LeBron can tell you to fall in line. Because if you don't fall in line, you're gone. And Kyrie can't tell you to fall in line because Danny Ainge is the one that's telling people to fall in line.
That's toxic, though.
It is. Don't get me wrong. You ain't. I said all year long I thought LeBron wasn't a good leader, and I thought that LeBron was the reason why the team was losing. Him and Luke Walton. I thought Luke Walton is a garbage coach.
He's horrible.
Terrible coach.
He was soft.
He was blessed to have played with Steph Curry, Kevin Durant, and Klay Thompson, and that system was so good that it was put in place. All he had to do was just be there and make sure that he talked to Steve Kerr before the game. And usually in them 20 games when Steve Kerr was there, Steve Kerr went on the floor coaching, but he was there in the locker room before the games, addressing the team before the game. So everybody else be like, oh, well, he coached and they won all this. Like, you think Steve Kerr had no fucking say in the team because he at home and he can't sit on the sidelines and get up and walk because he got back issues? Stop it. That man, Luke Walton, was a pseudo coach that would sit there and during halftime, Steve Kerr said, oh, I gave the guys adjustments during halftime. But I didn't want to be too much micromanager. I give him. So if you coming in, the coach, the head coach for the 20 games, and the coach said, what the fuck you doing? Run this set, do that, have him do that. Hey, Steph, let me holler at you. When you go around, you do that. KD, when you do that, you do that. Who really coaching the team? Luke Walton, no goddamn coach. So LeBron is like, all right, well, we ain't got no coach. I got to be the coach because the coach ain't the coach. I got these young guys. They don't want to fall in line. They don't want to listen because they used to doing whatever they want to do. This organization ain't got nobody at the head. Magic here, but I know Magic is Magic. Like LeVar said in the first month of the season, Magic is just a figurehead because Magic told me stuff that he said was gonna happen that never happened. Yeah. So he ain't got no power. And what do we see? I'm not gonna be here. He ain't had no power.
I'm not gonna be here.
I'm not gonna be here. Like, so if it was toxic, like you said, that's on Bron. But the reason why I said how you know it was toxic, cause you just said I was in there. We ain't really had no conversations with nobody about LeBron and the Lakers that were in the locker room. Like, obviously we were in there with the Clippers, so we know all about that, but we weren't in the Lakers locker room.
Which I do want to say the Clippers probably had.
I love their organization.
It's like the closest to a high school or college locker room you're probably gonna ever get in the NBA, and I hope it doesn't change this year.
It's not gonna change because they brought it. I'm just looking at the people and their personalities. Paul George don't care about who scores. He's going to be leading scorer, but he doesn't care about that. You know,
is he going to be leading scorer?
He's going to be leading scorer.
Yeah, probably.
He's going to be leading scorer. Kawhi's going to be leading. He's going to be leading scorer, and I predict that he's going to be having an MVP season.
Which one, Kawhi or Paul George?
Paul George. Paul George going to.
You know he missing the first 6 weeks of the season, though, right?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he missing. He supposedly is going to be out for the first 6 weeks because he's still rehabbing his shoulder.
See, I think Kawhi is going to be the one with his name MVP because, for one, like you said, Paul George missing the first 6 weeks, and I don't know if Kawhi is going to low manage that much. I think he might end up playing 70 games. Even if he played 70 games last year, that's an MVP season. He
played 62 games last year.
That's too little, though.
I mean, I understand. Mostly, I know for MVP, I feel you, but I'm saying he still plays 62 games. So ramp it up 10 games.
But if he gets to 70 games, and if he puts up the numbers he put up last year, somewhat similar, that's an MVP season. Now, whether he wins it or not, who knows?
I kind of feel like it depends on how well the Raptors do if Kawhi is going to be in the MVP talk next year. Because if the Raptors come out and they don't really miss a beat without him and they still win 50 games, because their Raptors team was still a great team last year.
Might win.
Very well coached. They come out and win 50, 55 games in the East again, and you like, how the hell they do that? I don't think Kawhi's case for him. I think if they fall off and then the Clippers ascend to a new level, Kawhi ascends to that next level with them.
What if both teams ascend to the next level?
What, you talking about the Raptors?
The Raptors and the Clippers.
Then how's Kawhi the MVP?
I mean, those guys developed though. They still got a championship.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, how is this guy gonna go to another team that was already basically going from stacked team to stacked team to stacked team?
The Clippers weren't stacked.
The Clippers were a stacked. The Clippers were a stacked team without a superstar.
They're stacked now.
No, they were a stacked team last year without a superstar. Now you add two superstars to an already team that was like if LeBron would have went to the Clippers instead of Lakers last year, the Clippers damn near might have won a championship. And I'm not even joking. That's not hyperbole. That's not bullshit. I'm dead ass. That's why when LeBron say I'm all about winning, you're full of shit. Because if you was all about winning, you go to the team that got all the cap room, got enough cap room to get another guy next year, and you already got a ready-made team that's only looking for a score. So I think that if Kawhi come in and they just kind of keep at the same pace, they win 50, 55 games, and the Raptors win 50 games, really, how valuable is the guy? Is he just the guy that's going to put you over the... No, he's valuable, but is he valuable as in the guy that's going to put you over the top, or is he the franchise? No, that's what I'm saying. Is he the guy that's going to put you over the top, or is he the franchise? I don't think Kawhi is the franchise.
Who's the franchise?
I think Kawhi is the franchise if Paul George don't come there, but as you saw with Paul, when Kawhi went there, I need help. So LeBron didn't come to the Lakers and say I need help. LeBron came to the Lakers and said we're gonna make the playoffs. We're gonna figure it out. I give him credit for that. He realized halfway through, oh shit, I need help. But that's halfway through. That's not at the beginning like, yeah, I'm gonna come there, but I'm gonna go to other teams that are more stacked unless you get me this X amount of help. Is he, like I said, is he that guy that's just gonna put you over the top? Or is he the guy? I don't know. I don't think we will ever really see it, though. The only place that you could have saw Kawhi if he was going to be the guy or not was in San Antonio, and he didn't like being on the pop stone. So we'll never see.
He did, but they didn't wrong with his body. They tried to make him play, even though he was still hurt.
I mean, I feel him. He played when he was hurt last year. But you know why he played when he was hurt last year? Contract year. I need that money. I need that max. I need my leverage. I need to be able to go wherever I want to go. I can't do that if Pop trying to force me to play. Yeah, I'm going to re-sign, but I can't make the moves I want to make if you're going to rush me out there on the floor when I already know my goal ain't to be here once my contract is over. Because if they didn't try to rush him out to play the year before and he played last year, he still was going to leave. You know what I mean? Like, even he just happened to come out and tell them, I'm not going to be here. So you either trade me or I'm not going to be here.
I'm not going to be here. The classic.
No, for real. He literally told them, I'm not going to be here. So you either trade me and get something for me or you don't.
Oh, yeah, I'm not going to play.
Yeah, and even if I am here, I'm not going to play. So if you you like, all right, cool. But that's the only team, though, he really had a chance. It's like, yo, if you going to be the guy, this is your franchise. You're coming after Tim Duncan. You're the guy. Parker, Ginobili on their way out the door. LaMarcus, come on, no. Stop it. DeJounte tore his ACL. Not going to be the guy. Kawhi, if he was ever wanted to be the guy, you do it on the Spurs. I don't think he, number one, wants to be the guy. And I don't think that he is the guy. I think he is the guy that puts you over the top. He's the guy that's going to wind up having 3 rings from 3 different franchises and being that guy's like, oh, well, like, yeah, Kawhi was cool, but where was Kawhi's real home at? And at the end of his career, you're not going to be able to give me an answer. Because I don't think he's going to be a lifer with the Clippers either. I think he's going to get a couple rings, be like, all right, I need a new challenge. I'm going to go try and do some other stuff. Wouldn't even be surprised if 4 or 5 years down the line he went to the Lakers. Like, I'm going to go across the hall because I want to stay in the city.
Yep.
You get a ring, you wind up getting a ring for the Spurs, the Lakers, the Clippers, and the fucking Raptors.
But it's like,
you one of the GOATs.
At that point, you're going to be the greatest of all time.
I don't think you're going to be the greatest of all time.
Now, you're not going to be the greatest because you ain't do it in one, like he said, you ain't do it in one place. It's like what make Mike so great is he did it with 2 different teams in one place.
Even Kobe. That's what made him so great.
Kobe. 2 different teams.
Magic, multiple teams.
In one place.
Got Kareem first era, Kareem, Worthy, those guys.
Nixon, you got...
Huh?
Magic play for one team?
No. I'm saying like different.
You had like Jamal Wilkes, Norm Nixon, Kareem, those guys.
I mean like full,
Green,
like completely redoing the team.
So it's like that's what make like Mike, Magic, Kobe, those guys so great. It's like you won.
Even LeBron. He played with 3 different iterations of those Cleveland teams. It was the one between when he was a rookie to like 2008. Then like that from not even from like from he was a rookie to when they got to the finals. And then from like that little era when they tried to remake it and get him a little bit more shooters when they wind up losing to Dwight and them in the Magic, and then he's gone. Go to the Heat, you come back, team with Kyrie, completely new team. Kevin Love, new team. Like LeBron, same franchise, new teams though. That's what I'm talking about. Like that's why those guys get that kind of, even Kareem. Pretty much 2 teams, you know what I mean? 2 teams, but he won a ring in the first team, and then when he was on the second team, he was there for a whole multiple generations, like really 2 generations of Lakers. Magic, 2 generations of Lakers. Even if he wouldn't have got A's, he would have been in there during that mid-90s. You know what I mean? Like even the Magic
would've stopped
Magic
playing
with
like
Vlade, that you know what I mean? Like
Magic,
I would
Bird,
Magic low key might have played to 98. You really don't know.
You don't know
because he was year 10 when he was whatever.
He was like 31 when he
still
31.
A 6'9" point guard can't play till he 40. If his body don't break down.
Think about Magic was like Bird was done. Like Bird had double Achilles surgery. Like Bird was done for back injuries, and then because he had the back injuries, he changed. How he ran, and he had double Achilles surgery. Like Magic, for the most part, I mean, I think he like messed up his knee early in the 80s, but came back, pretty much had no knee issues since then. Like and even when you watch the 91 finals, Magic wasn't done. Which is why it was so shocking that he like had to retire, because like Magic wasn't done. Magic had a lot of more basketball left. Even when he came back in 95, 96, Magic wasn't trash.
No,
he still gave you like 14 and 7.
Yeah.
Playing power forward. So like he said, it's like, okay, he's 6'9", so okay, I can just move from point guard because I can't move the same way and just play like a Draymond. You think Magic can't play like a Draymond?
Easy. That's a hell of longevity. I mean, it wasn't, you know.
I mean, he could have played till 2000.
I mean, he's not going to be the defender he was, but at that point, if a guy can still go out there and give you 10 rebounds and 8 or 9 assists, do you really care?
You can hide him on defense. And also, it's like the 90s, like motherfuckers want to stretch you out like that anyway. So it's, you know, as long as you put some girth on you and you could bang with like a Antonio Davis.
We can see he already did that. I mean, he started at center and won championships.
And if you look at the forwards like the 90s, you got like Mason, Antonio Davis, you got guys like the
Grant Hill.
Grant Hill was small forward.
Whenever they score, they just strong. They're body you up.
Exactly, like they just strong. Like they not really like that skilled of an like they not finna go out there and give you 25. So yeah.
But great episode. Love the chat. I'm ready to get off here. I haven't eaten today because I was hungover all day. Thanks for coming through, bro. Great chat. I enjoyed it, for real. Bro. Welcome, come back through anytime during the season. We're going to start our Lakers show back up, King Watch, eventually.
This was a very Chicago episode. Everybody from Chicago. Yeah. Can you express your affinity for Derrick Rose real quick?
Man, I just love Derrick Rose, man. He's been an inspiration for the city. He does big things. A lot of people say that he, fell off or whatever, but he didn't, man. He did everything.
He didn't fall off. He just had to get healthy. Exactly. Some guys, it just takes you a couple years to get healthy.
Exactly. And then coming from Chicago, we do not take no disrespect for Derrick Rose. We don't joke about it. You know what I mean? We love him, and we just wish the best for him in Detroit this year.
Yeah, for real. I think if he can watch, if Derrick Rose can come out and give you 20 a game, 25 and 5, which I think is very realistic for him, because Reggie Jackson is. I think Derrick Rose, if he's healthy, will probably take Reggie Jackson's job by November 15th. Yeah. Well, actually, not by November 15th. I forgot the season start on Halloween. Probably by December 15th.
Yeah. I
think very realistically, Reggie gonna go out there and do some numbnut shit, and Blake gonna go and be like, hey, put him on the bench. Put him on the fucking bench. Derrick, like, we not gonna increase your minutes, but you can at least be a starter now. Because even last year, when he was starting for Minnesota, he was decent. He wasn't bad. It's just like, you got on a team with Wiggins and Cat. Like, you know what I mean? Cream and vanilla. Like, you know what I mean? So, but the name of this episode is going to be Giannis is going to be Carmelo, because that is fucking hilarious when you said that. I still don't understand the context. I mean, I'm guessing you saying for the overseas thing and the Team USA.
That's what I meant for Team USA.
Okay.
That's what I meant, but we're going to call it that, so get people's attentions or whatever, you know?
I mean, yeah, but still, I hope Giannis don't. I mean, I think Giannis during this FIBA thing and during these next Olympic stages, GOAT potential. We want to talk about GOAT potential. Take you and your brothers. Go beat Team USA in FIBA. Go beat them in the Olympics. And you got some MVPs. Get some hardware. Then you immediately in that conversation. Because Giannis to me is already a top 25 basketball player of all time.
No.
Period. Yes, he is. Yes, he's got an MVP already. No. He's got an MVP already. No. You're not naming 25 people that play basketball that's better than Giannis.
Bill Walton had an MVP.
And then people will argue he's a top 25 basketball player. That's a lie. That's actually a lie. That's a lie. People will argue Bill Walton is a top 25 basketball player.
Ask that man, is he a top 25 basketball
player? They will. And well, you know what they'll say? They'll say, you know what they'll say about Bill Walton? If you want to say that, I'm not bad at it, but he got hurt and he was never what he should have been. But if you talk about what Bill Walton was and what he was at that point in time when he was at his healthiest, Bill Walton was a guy that if somebody argued top 25 all time, you're not scoffing at. You're not scoffing at that.
I'm not angry with what you just said.
Because also, we saying basketball. I didn't say NBA. Basketball.
Oh, yeah.
Basketball, he's arguably a top 25 player.
No, it's not arguable. He is. Basketball, he
That's
is.
Bill Walton. I said basketball.
Nah,
Yes, college, bro.
G, the man
What he did
won
with John?
72 straight
What he did
games,
with John
G.
Wooden?
The man won
You
72
wildin'.
straight games, G.
17.
Basketball.
I didn't say NBA. I said basketball.
Basketball. That's not a
Basketball. I'm not taking 25 people to ever play basketball over
Basketball,
Giannis, and I don't give a fuck who you say. Nobody.
I
period.
am right now.
Because you the same type of motherfucker that'll argue some bullshit about Charles Barkley being top 20 all time. Fuck out of here.
Nah, I had him at top 25. I think
He ain't better than Giannis.
Yes,
No,
he is.
no, he's
Right
not.
now, he is.
Stop it.
Come on.
Chuck ain't better than Giannis.
Right now,
An
he
MVP
is.
and top 3 in defensive player of the year vote.
What you mean?
Stop
Chuck
it,
had an
man.
MVP?
Stop it, G.
Chuck had crazy ass numbers.
I'm saying the talent.
Giannis is 24, bro.
I'm saying talent wise, like
He's
Charles
no.
Barkley wasn't dribbling long, dunking
Come
over
on,
everybody.
bro.
That's fair.
Giannis is a top 25 player to
I
ever
feel like
pick up
Chuck
a
is more
basketball.
skilled than Chuck.
And he
I
got the
feel like
potential to
Chuck
be
is
top 5.
more skilled than Giannis right
You
now.
wild as fuck. Giannis is running point guard. Yeah, exactly. Thank you. But we'll get up with y'all next episode. Your boy TPJ. Find me on Twitter, Instagram at RealTPJ. Shout out to y'all. Bro, come through and get your plug in real quick before we get ready to wrap it up. Pavy, get your plug in as well, man. Let's get out of here.
As always, man.
Thank you, bro. Stop it.
Hey, follow me on Instagram, Khari Jones Jr. KhariJones Jr.
Yeah, man.
As always, follow me on Twitter at Pavy Word, Pavy Word, all one word. Pavverse Volume 2 is out right now. Go get it on all streaming sites. If you're in Chicago next week, having a release event, t-shirt, merch launch at the Pillar store. So look up Pillars, like how fucking Pillar is. And come
You could
through.
always just spell it. Pillars. Pillars. Go look it up, man.
Pillars. At their store. Come through, cop some merch, listen to music, come chill with me. And yeah.
Motivated Purpose Network. I'm launching that. Man, it's gonna be major. I'm dropping ebooks. I got articles.
Congratulations on
I
that.
got shirts coming soon.
Come through and promote it again when you officially do it.
Absolutely.
For sure. And make sure every Tuesday morning, 9 a.m. Every Tuesday and Thursday mornings, 9 a.m. the Morning Brew, our brand new morning sports show where we talk about all sports and not just basketball. So for the Hoops and Brews fan, you got Hoops and Brews, all sports. We talk about everything, all sports, culture, whatever. We did our top 50 rappers list on Thursday. Shout out to everybody that's out there. Shout out to everybody that continues to donate. We appreciate you.
Mad at like
at the Sparks game.
Yeah, Cam was there. Mad.
I'm sure he probably. Why Coochie Rap ain't on there? Cam, stop, G. Stop, G. I guarantee he named some old ass rapper that was like, no, bro, stop. Who did he name?
He didn't name no rappers.
Who did he tell you shouldn't have had on there?
He didn't name no rappers. He was just like, man, I don't agree with y'all list.
Cam don't agree with nothing we say. It's mutual. That's why he's one of our favorite guests that we ever had on. The fact that even the fans like, yo, y'all got to bring him on again. Shout out to the homie Cam. Make sure you follow him as well. What's Good in Sports. As always, if you drinking and you over 21, please drink in moderation. Don't drink and drive. Unless you're in Canada, you can be 18. Same thing. Don't drink and drive. And if you're under 21, you're under 18, you better not be fucking drinking. Don't do it. It's wrong. Follow the law. We appreciate you all. We'll get up with you all next week. It's been Hoops and Brews. Peace out.
She said she love me, I'm her thrill. She riding with me, she siding